אוקיי, אני פשוט אתחיל ככה כי נראה שיש לי קצת בעיות. איי איי איי, הרבה זמן אני לא התמודדת עם דבר שכזה. באמת עבר זמן מה, נמאס. למה? מי שרוצה לדעת, אני רציתי להפעיל עוד פרק של investigations, אבל... איך אומרים את זה? יש פשוט technical difficulties. בכל פעם שאני מנסה לעשות את זה. אוקיי. התחברתי ללייב דרך הטלפון לראות אם יש לאגים. ועכשיו אני עומד לפתוח את המשחק עוד פעם. כי ניסיתי לעשות לייב, זה נשמע עכשיו ממש מוכר. אני מנסה לעשות לייב למשהו מחוץ ללומיאן לגאס, מחוץ לרובלוקס באופן כללי, או פוקירוג. והסטרים עושה לאג ברגע שאני נכנס לאיזשהו משחק רציני בסטים. בואו נראה. הנה עכשיו פתחתי את ה-Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. בואו נראה אם זה אשכרה יעבוד. Obviously, אם אתם רואים את זה אחר כך, לא יהיה את מה שאני רציתי שיהיה פרק 5, כי... כן. בואו נראה בסדר. חוץ מדיליי של 40 שניות משום מה. הכל נראה בסדר. אבל דיליי לא אמור להיות 40 שניות, אני לא יודע למה הוא 40 שניות. אוקיי, הכל נראה טוב. סוף כל סוף. אז נראה שאני צריך לבדוק תמיד את המשחק אחר כך, מתי שאני כבר מתחיל את הלייב. שזה מעצבן. אבל כן, נראה שהכל בסדר. אז בוא נמשיך בטרברד איירליינס. אני ממש רוצה לגשת למשהו אחר. כאילו... אני חייב מתישהו לגשת לדואל דסטיניז, או לחזור לצלם לדברים קלאסיים כמו לומיאן לגאסי. אבל אוקיי, נראה שהמשחק אשכרה נותן לעשות את הלייב בלי בעיות. עכשיו. Obviously עכשיו. יש משהו מיוחד באפיסוד 2? Oh. For examining edge of seat while investigating with Gumshoe ב-Ace Attorney Investigations Mouse Edge of episode 2. אני יכול ללכת לפה דווקא? עכשיו בסדר. הנה כן, זה בכל הקשר יש חלקים. אז אוקיי, זה מה שפרק הזה הולך להיות האחרון. וואו, איזה צ'אפ סלקט. אני רוצה edge of seat. תרגי, מסטנרו, זה מאוחר מדי. פה דרייבל ואז פרנסיסקה לוג'יק. רגע, יש פרנסיסקה לוג'יק. פרנסיסקה לוג'יק זה אחר כך. זה עם לבלנק. אוקיי, כן. זה נראה כזה את זה בשביל achievement sake, אני לא עומד לעשות פה נערישק כמו שעשיתי קודם. כאילו... אוקיי, תודה רבה שיש אופציה של דיאלוג די מהיר בעזרת הסקיפ אופשן. ביי. הנה, ועכשיו אני הולך לאיירפורט. לא, גם שוב. אומייגאד. עכשיו אפשר לצאת. ועכשיו צריך את המושב של אדג'וורף. שזה זה. מה? אני יכול ללכת אחורה פה. אוקיי. זה עכשיו הולכים לפה. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Think you had too many red knights on this board. It's just your imagination. And it looks like that blue pawns being completely surrounded by the red knights. Now you're seeing things. Sir? I'm not sure you're supposed to have a lot of the same piece, like in checkers. I know that, detective. What do you take me for? How is that a bitch auto select an 18? Okay. No, city call. That's the title. לא קיבלתי את זה. יש עוד משהו שאני מפספס? This was my seat. Wow! You read law books even when you're flying, sir! Were you expecting anything less? No, come along, we must hurry to the crime scene. Hold on a second. There's a different book stuck in here. It's still samurais and... Detective Gumshoe? Am I going to have to charge you with invasion of privacy? Okay! אוקיי, אז יש אוקיי. אז תראו סמוראי חוזר. עכשיו זה. A prosecutor's true passion. Let's go! טוב, לפחות זה אומר עכשיו דבר אחד. אני יכול לעשות load ל-decisive evidence. ב-ladder, סליחה. אז, בלי דיבורים מיותרים, בואו ניגש אל הסטורי. מאיפה שעצרתי באמת. במרץ 2:52, פלייט G390, lower deck cargo hold. Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh? Okay, bye. So big! יש לך גם שהוא. The cargo, ברור שזה... Oh! Interesting! This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and a luxurious, ultra luxurious first class seating. So, this is the real scene of the murder. There is certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct? Hi. Okay, let's get investigating, sir. Yalla, what I said then? Investigation time. What's the logic? Glasses. Oh. What is that? Hey, what's with the suitcase, pal? It's what the victim checked in, sir. Oh, this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he would mind if we took a closer look. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait, a file? And there's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir. It looks like a profile on Franziska. Okay. Why would Mr. Hicks have had a file on her? Interesting! Why did Mr. Hicks have documents on Franziska in his possession? האמת שאלה טובה. יש פה משהו? bed sheets. מפה ל-US. מווירג'יניה ל-US. Okay. Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth! It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase bag. These must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. Yeah, what's the ones the company is planning to dissolve of after this flight is over. The Spain job is really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy. Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness. You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see. $1,200? I think I'll pass. And Miss Nero wonders why they don't sell. You would need 2 jobs just to buy one. Although it definitely looks like one is missing. What is this real substance I'm stepping on? A bunch of glass fragments? Okay! Obvious עכשיו מה הולך להיות. Broken glasses, glass shards. A glass shard הם של הגlasses. It's obvious. I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses. And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses. Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses lenses. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected. So, you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir? Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now? Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Welcome, Shu. Perhaps it's a bit too early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. A murder weapon! Oh, money! Oh, just love pushing the buttons on elevators and crosswalk signals. Here, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it! The elevator is currently stopped on the first floor, Detective. It can't move. Oh, yeah. I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now. Well, nothing would happen normally anyway without this special key code. I have to go to the attendance room and the elevator's control panels. Require a key code, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here. אבל איך היקס הגיע לפה? Have you noticed anything strange happening around here? No, sir. I haven't noticed a thing. I'm not sure that he meant to sound so oblivious. Okay. I'm funny. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you were already here at this airport for something besides this murder. Yes, I was! Okay, זה קשור לפיילס. אבל אני לא יכול להציג את זה. אני לא יכול להציג את הפייל כי זה נעולג בלוג'יק. מה אני עושה פה? I've been following a very large and involved governmental level international crime. But it's much too large for one person to take it on alone. So it was decided I should form a joint investigation with Interpol. Oh. Interpol is involved? Come on, Apollo Justice? Oh my god! Not again! It's a top secret operation, so I can't really tell you any more than I already have. לא, גמשו. אז זה הלוג'יק. הסיבה למה יש את הפייל זה קשור בעצם לאינטרפול, אבל אם ככה אז... מי זה בדיוק מיסטר היקס? Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Franziska? Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Montgomery, sir. The Interpol. Franziska said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation. Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks heard she was coming here and he followed her. Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was, in actuality, Interpol Agent Hicks. I think Franziska has some explaining to do. Speak! Now! You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense! What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you in the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? I should have known you would figure it out, Miles. But it looks like they got to him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent then? Yes! Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. Smuggling ring? Okay. He went undercover to investigate this crime. And it was I who put him on this case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. But I expected to receive a call about his murder instead. I think we have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold. But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage. Shut up a minute. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in the suitcase and came down to get it. אולי, לא יודע. Ow, my god. Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that, I'm sure. Yes. I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. The smuggling operation? Okay. Franziska, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigations? No, unfortunately. I was going to find out from him after he landed. I see. But this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent X must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. Yes. And then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then the killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases. And they entered the elevator, but while they were winding it up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the immense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks's body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. Okay. Yay! I think it's pretty easy to say who's the culprit at this stage. What? Really, sir? I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can be none other than Miss Rona Tenero. Got suitcases? Okay. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is that the keycard that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such a high level access is Miss Rhoda Tenero. I'd say that's a pretty decisive evidence of a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you? Okay. I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that. Espresso! Smancella? The crew member that any of them could have shown Mr. Hicks the cargo. But the point to keep in mind is the keycard allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such a higher level access is Miss Rhoda Tenero.
Hold it!
Why would such important things, like the keycard, be entrusted to only one person? According to Camille, Rhoda Tenero is in charge of most of the important stuff. What exactly is Miss Millie in charge of? Shutting it up with that foolish captain, apparently. She was being so foolishly foolish that he didn't want to ask what her other duties were. Ah, I understand how you feel, but whipping mages just now was uncalled for. In the end, the only one who could have let Agent Hicks into the hold was Rhoda Tenero. Up to this pretty piece of decisive information, wouldn't you? Where's my evidence? Huh? Bought it at the in-flight shop and left in the attendant's room. Timestamp says 5:40.
Hold it!
It's highly likely that the keycard was stolen from Miss Tenero.
Objection!
It's highly likely? Is that possibility the best you can come up with? And you call yourself a disciple of my father? Ugh. Yes, well, while I don't have any evidence, Be quiet! You're a disgrace! There's more evidence pointing to Miss Rhoda Tenero, you know. It's not just the keycard that gives her away. Are you talking about the murder weapon? the Captain Ugo piggy bank?
Yes! She's also the only person with the key to open that display case.
And עכשיו נוסף.
Third, there's the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank.
After the turbulence. After the turbulence, i.e. אחרי המרדר. כי הטורבולנס היה באמצע. אני אעשה סייב כי אני לא רוצה להישאר מקום מטומטם.
Hold it!
אומייגאד.
Objection!
מה זה?
But that is a fake objection. Stop right there, Miles Ashworth. You don't have any proof this is just a red herring. If you must keep on insisting that it's a fake, then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go?
אומייגאד. כבר חוזר. אוקיי, חזרתי. בוא נמשיך.
Speechless, I see. That's a surprise. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed.
There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon. Oh! אוקיי, אז כן הייתי צריך לעשות press. What should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon? Piggy bank crime scene body. אני די בטוח שזה הבאדי. אני די בטוח שזה הגופה. אני די בטוח שזה הגופה. And Franziska, I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusions.
Oh, was I?
Yes. We don't even have the autopsy results yet. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to even see if the wounded ancient Hicks's head is consistent with the murder weapon?
Scruffy?
Yes, sir.
Contact the medical examiner's office at once. I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks's autopsy.
Yes, sir. Welcome, show. Wow, is that me? Perfect. We've got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What is it, detective? They're still doing the autopsy, but they said that they already know one thing for sure.
Report now.
The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back. From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back? Was beaten over such a wide area? Oh, I would say maybe it's a sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit his head multiple times, sir. Okay.
Scruffy, what is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean?
Well, that's,
Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, Detective?
Oh, well, they said that we're still looking into that, sir. אז אפשר להגיד שזה... אפשר להגיד שזה אפילו היה murder weapon.
You're completely useless!
My God, Franziska. Sir, I told you already. You can't go down here then. Mom, is it? Don't remove yourself from my way, Mizza. What is all that racket? Oh! LeBlanc shoe? Guys, is it the question LeBlanc?
No, you removed yourself from my way. My luggage, my cargo, they're mine, and I demand you return them to me.
We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience.
I suppose there is no choice.
Finally, he goes. Hey, where are you?
You left me with no choice but to use strong force. Ah!
You won't get past me. Whoa!
This is...
Wait, that's it. So that's what this whole thing has been about.
Further, somehow the key to the snake case that held the murderer's bank.
Is there some way for me to prove that this isn't the real murder weapon? After all, we searched the entire cargo and came with nothing. Nobody could find anything that can be considered a real weapon in the hold. Huh? Except one giant bruise from beating from shoulder to mid-back. Extensive bruising from back of head down to mid-back, as if severely beaten. Interesting! Oh! אין weapon. כי זה היה קשור לכל הפצעים שהוא קיבל. נכון? לא? What? רגע, מה? כן, זה obvious שהוא בעצם נפל! שהיקס בעצם נפל! וזה למה יש את הפצעים! אולי זה? But if it could be considered a weapon in the hold. Is this a... Oh! Like kaka! Is there a way for me to prove this is not the weapon? The extensive bruising. Okay! Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there is extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger. Unusually large area bruising suggests that a very large weapon was used. ואת הוופן הזה לא מצאנו. If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you would think it would stick out. But so far we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally, it's too impossibly big to take it into consideration. What was that all about? Was he trying to jump his way down here? Franziska. What? What do you want? I found it, Franziska. I found the real murder weapon. You did? Hey, it really jumped! We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time. He might be hurt. We should go up and check on him, sirs.
There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should really learn to drop that habit.
This is coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across.
Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence.
You aren't listening at all, are you? Oh my god.
Come on then, show me this real murder weapon you speak of.
And evidence. And evidence. We're back to this. And evidence. I don't have any evidence to show you.
Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me. What do you mean I don't have any evidence to show?
Perhaps I should have phrased it as at which cause Agent Hicks's death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I have figured out what the real cause of death is. Free fall. The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground.
Fell to his death?
Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. זה הלוג'יקה היחיד שזה מביא אותי! The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and his back. And the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death.
But the murder happened inside this plane!
I know.
Are you claiming that there is some place in this plane in which he could have fallen from?
As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time.
You can't mean...
Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs of this very cargo hold. What? Then, we're in trouble. We may have a second death on our hands, sirs. There you. Tell me you're undead, pal.
Quiet! Why are you screaming?
He's alive. Wow.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that.
תלוי עד כמה רחוק בעצם נדחף ומה נכנס לקרגו הול קודם. I suppose it's true that's not possible, given the current circumstances.
The current circumstances? What supposed to mean?
Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then? It would have been a Virginian pancake for sure, sir.
I suppose that man over there won't still be breathing. But the reality is that the cargo box is there. But there's no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios.
היה עצירה! הייתה עצירה אחת, לא? It may be there now, but there is no proof that it was always there.
As if there could have been a window of time when that giant box was not there.
Ah, but there was.
What?
What can I use to show that it's possible that the box was not always where it was now? I use a transfer. העצירה בזנגפה. נכון?
Take that!
You refueled in the Republic of Zangfa?
Yes, this flight had a short layover in Zangfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question. Ah, it's labeled Zangfa Express! Correct, meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Zangfa. Okay! Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time?
It would mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold during the Europe Zangfa leg of the flight.
Making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible.
Ah, but your theory is still far-fetched.
And allow me a chance to prove how likely my scenario is. The first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail. Okay. This is a rather large piece of cargo. There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. I've read statue. I leave Fred statue. Never heard of it. Nor I, but all I care about is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime. So let's get investigating, sir. Oh. Okay, LeBlanc.
Look here, do not go about touching my possessions without my permission.
Ah, don't brush up on me like that, pal. So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him. LeBlanc. Oh my god. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc.
Of course it is mine. I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This Fred statue is worth 10 million cents. Now, maybe much, much more.
Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold. 10 million cents! I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, detective. Darn, how did you know that? Classic. Feel like I keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year. They are growing each revolution of the planet around the sun.
I have a distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. So that 10 million cents. Is that in euros or in dollars? Who cares? למי אכפת במקרה הזה?
Doesn't really make a difference to our case.
כן, זה כל מה שאני אמרתי.
Mr. LeBlanc, there is a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer.
It is a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching.
Okay. משהו פה. הנה שאלה. מה עם כל הנושא הזה של ה-International Smuggling Ring? היה קשור בעצם לארט. Okay.
If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Zhengfa. We need to question him a bit further.
Okay, wow.
About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc, I wonder if it might be a fake.
What? How dare you say my art is fake?
I suspect that your statue might be at the target of an international smuggling ring.
Don't say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare. I have a certification of my cargo right here.
You mean the cargo certification document?
Mr. Zinc LeBlanc, what did you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once.
אני לא מבין כלום.
I can't read this. What does it say? It says as plain as day. The cargo was put onto the plane in Europe.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. The statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in the certificate.
No, that's...
Which means that there never was a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there.
אוקיי. גם אפילו שפול דמג' היה עושה את זה קצת מצחיק בקונטקסט של מיינקראפט, אבל whatever.
I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the fear until I see the statue for myself.
And you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see if I'm right. And see I'm right.
Yes. Now I've seen this somewhere before.
This is the Alley Fred. You have such a thing of art. You can practically smell it. לי זה נראה כמו איזשהו פסל טיקי מהוואי או משהו.
This statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at the museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it.
I believe a closer look is warranted here.
Okay.
So, this is the infamous Alif bird statue,
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something?
There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail.
The dash שקשור לאבידנס? אומייגאד, אני שונא פה את השימוש בעכבר. לגשת על זה? או! אם מסתכל פה על אלי פרד, יש את זה! שזה פה! או שאני מפספס עליהם משהו? רגע, למה חייב להיות כזה סקשן? אני אעשה אקזאמן, אולי יהיה משהו? So, this is the Ali Fred statue. I swear I've seen this somewhere before. No wonder this thing is worth 10 million cents. Look how much it sparkles, sir. I wouldn't call it sparkling, detective. Maybe more along the lines of dully shiny. אני דואג שאני הולך פה על false positive. זה הבעיה, אני מרגיש שאני הולך פה על false positive. אני לא יודע. יש את זה. מה שזה קרוע יותר מאשר מה שיש בתמונה הזאת. אבל מצד אחר זה יכול להיות ככה. אז אני אומר, אולי זה בעצם false positive, אני לא יודע. ויש גם את ה-obvious שזה בעצם פה. הנה משהו מצחיק. לא, אבל זה מבקש על חלק ספציפי. לא אני יכול לעשות את זה. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? זה. לא. כן, אז אני אלך על הפורס פוזיטיב שלי. זה פה. לא. שני אלה אשכרה כן היו פורס פוזיטיב. פה זה פצוע. לא. מי גאד, אני נמצא פה על פולס פוזיטיב ואני לא יודע לאן ללכת. This? Oh, skinny! Oh my god! There you go. The statue looks like it's stepping all over the neighbor's cloth. Kinda resembles its owner's attitude in a sense. Ho ho ho!
You! What did you say what did you say now? Sorry, my clumsy ham is not being stepped on by anyone. It is too expensive for me to allow that to happen.
Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinate.
Why shouldn't I forgive you if the dress passes? Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it.
Oh! עכשיו אמרתי מה קורה פה! זה? אם מסתכלים בתמונה של הקארגו הולד? זה של זנג פא! הדבר הזה אמור להיות של זנג פא! ועל פי פה זה אומר שזה בא אחר כך! אבל לא! אבל אומרים בעצם שהוא בא בעצם לפני, אבל זה לא יכול להיות אפשרי! כי זנג פא בא אחר כך! אז דווקא זה קונטרדיקשן. מה שהרגע אמרנו.
Eureka!
אני צריך להראות את זנג פא עצמו? זה של זנג פא? ככה? אולי זה הקונטרדיקשן עם זנג פא, לא עם הדוקימנט.
Eureka!
הנה זה! Oh my god! There's clearly a contradiction here.
What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of a cargo cover getting stuck under another piece of cargo.
אבל זה היה אמור להיות לפני, וזה מתחת לאחרי. זה ה-contradiction.
It's not possible.
But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue's on the top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Zanfa, there's no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe, which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Zanfa.
Then what about the cargo certificate?
Let me ask you in return. What about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There was only one reason why. To secure proof of the smuggling activity on board this flight.
So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just easily inspected all of the cargo after the plane landed.
That may be true, however, you have it backwards, Franziska. Sure, Mr. Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed. But he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport, it would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this was brought on board in Zhangfa, there must be some sort of proof that this statue is indeed a fake. And I will present you evidence that will resolve their remaining contradiction. Huh? Repeat, ma? Outplay the cheating. There is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. I believe even further examination will require, now that we have confirmed this was brought on board on Zhangfa, there must be some sort of proof that is indeed a fake. אז אני צריך עכשיו לחפש על proof שהסטאצ'ו בעצם פייק? וככה זה זה. This is not so connected in the face of things.
Eureka!
לא. משהו קורה פה. רגע, למה עוד? אולי examination פשוט. So the statue was brought on board in Zhangfa. Which means it's a fake, right, sir? Yes, and there's still one last contradiction to resolve here. Huh? Where? As unobservant as ever. Take a good look at the evidence and it will come to you. Where's my evidence? A document? Are these eyes made of some sort of gem? It's a real nice of orange. For a sec, I couldn't even tell they were jewels. Oh, but they kind of remind me of the eyes of this stray cat that lives near my house. What? The eye is supposed to be this color. Is it possible that statue is a fake? I-9! אם זה מופיע לי עכשיו, ומזכיר את הנושא הזה של הפייק, אז זה חייב לך עיניים.
Eureka!
משהו עם העיניים, משהו מהעיניים, משהו מהעיניים. רק רציתי לברר בתמונה עם אשכרה. זה אותו הדבר! These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir. I don't think you see what I'm talking about. Oh my god, אני לגמרי שכחתי. אני בכלל לא ידעתי. לא, עד שהסתכלתי על זה עוד פעם, לא ידעתי שהתמונה הזאת אשכרה מראה את הפסל. Oh my god. No, I do, but it really is like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Oh, the memories. I remember staying in front of that field, spinning with my arms until I felt ill. I don't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What color are the eyes in this photo? A dome. Huh? Ah! Sir, they're red! As I thought. This statue is a fake. Mr. LeBlanc?
What do you want? Do you not know I am a busy man? I'll allow you 2 seconds for your answer.
The alley Fred. I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not?
It is the biggest trophy in this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago.
Better grab a chair, sir. Looks like this is gonna be a long story. Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you. And you have my heartfelt sympathy. But...
What is that? Sympathy? For what?
You see, I would like to compare the eyes.
The large fellow there has very bright, pretty eyes compared to you.
How's it talk about the two of us? I meant the eyes of the statue of us. In front of us, and the one in this photo.
Why the sudden yelling? Now then. Oh. It's the photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe.
Oh my god. Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake.
Okay, wow. I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh?
Yes, well, this photo could have seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir. And it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. Came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rare empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zengfa cargo hold crew cargo crew and the rest the smuggler. Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe Zengfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death.
Officer! Move this statue immediately! I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath! Now!
Miss Von Kamm, I'm ready to report my findings.
Go on!
After moving the Alifoot statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction.
Perfect! I see. There was a reaction with luminol. An indication that there was blood in that spot.
Can we stop looking at it now, sirs?
It seems that my deductions were correct after all. I suppose it would appear that way. The culprit cleaned the blood up. Oh. And how do you think the killer did that? How did the killer clean up all the blood?
There's our cloth!
Take that!
The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess.
I see. They had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zengfa.
Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover. So you guys are saying the murder happened before the plane landed in Zengfa?
It's the unconceivable timeline for the event of the murder. If that's true, that there's a certain person's testimony to doubt.
Millie! Millie! Po. כי היא אמרה שהוא היה בעצם ב-take-off, אבל לא. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zengfa, then this becomes highly suspect. A testimony from Millie.
Recall Miss Millie's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed in Zengfa.
Time at 5 a.m. בסקנד departure, אבל המרדר היה לפני זנגפה בכלל.
She claims that Agent Hicks was still alive at the time of the service calls, but
that only contradicts the facts, sir.
why would she lie about something like that?
כי היא הקילר. זה כל מה שאתה עכשיו.
I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Millie herself.
To be continued. Yes! Yes! Oh אומייגאד, אתם לא יודעים עד כמה אני שמח להגיע בעצם to be continued. כי דווקא יש לי קצת יותר בעיות עם הטיימליין שלי. אבל אומייגאד, תודה רבה! חשבתי שאני עומד לסיים את הקייס, אבל לא, יש עוד continuation! Let's go! זה כבר יהיה אחר כך, I don't care. I don't care, אני הולך back to the tile screen. אז וואו! זה היה מטורף. Prosecutors true passions. וואו! זה היה מטורף. אני שם את הלב של היום פה כי obviously יש עוד פארט אחד ואני לא הולך לעשות מה שעשיתי ב-Chosen Tribulations, אני אשכרה אעצור ל-to be continued כי זה היה insane. אז אני שם את הלב של היום פה, כל עוד הכל נשמע בסדר, לא נראה שהיה שום בעיות בלייב הזה, תודה רבה. אז כן, כאן הירין, ניפגש בסרטון עולם הבא שירין תקרוב גיימס, מקווה שנהנתם, וירין אאוט. ביי חברים, מקווה שאתם נהנים, ותודה רבה על הטיימליין.